Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
Ayun, magandang gabi sa lahat ng mga ah, nanonood ngayon. Good evening sa inyo lahat.
Ayun,
Marl,
magandang
Von,
gabi sa lahat ng mga...
uh, may feedback. Yan,
Sorry.
yan, yan. We're going to discuss today yung predictions natin for the US Open. But before that, thank you, Jason Foster, for the comments. And yeah, so I think, sorry, Von, bakit na gano'n?
No, it's
Yun,
okay. I
ayan,
just heard the feedback, kaya I
ayan,
muted.
okay. So, I guess we can, you guys want to start na doon agad sa predictions, or is there anything you think we should discuss?
God, I'm excited. I'm excited to say what. I mean, I sent you earlier, but I really want to talk about the brackets.
Okay, so I already prepared this very modern bracket using MS Paint. Uh, s- so in the future, I'll try to probably look for a better platform where we can edit the brackets and put in our picks. But we'll have to make do with this one for the meantime.
Yeah.
Um, okay, we'll just reading some comments from John Hector Leo, watching or listening from Toronto. Shout outs to sa mga taga Toronto dyan. I hope you're all doing well there in Toronto. The Jason Foster is of course nandito pa rin. Oh, sorry, MS Paint lang yung nakayanan natin. Maybe next time we'll try to find something better to to use for the brackets.
Bricks, it works. It's very clear.
Yeah.
Hindi ba masyadong
I
maliit yung
was
text, or okay naman yung
I
visible
was
naman siya?
trying to do it on Microsoft Word. I'm like, it doesn't work with that
It's much
table.
easier on Paint. I use Paint
Yeah.
too. It works.
Yeah. I can't find another solution. I tried using Excel then kanina, but it's taking so long, so I just decided to
Yeah.
go the reliable option.
But you know
And
what?
it's Paint
I was
option.
about to manually write it on a paper and then just take a picture.
Uh,
uh,
anyway, okay, we can start. Uh, First is Vitaly Patsura versus Sullivan Clark. I chose for this match. I think Vitaly Patsura is playing really well. He defeated Bernie 9-8 and
mhm.
Fedor Gors 9-4. So I think he's really playing well, and he has a good chance to to take care of this match against Sullivan Clark.
Yeah, I was surprised with his match against Gorse, but I feel like Gorse was kind of exhausted. Maybe I did not see that much, but he just had what 3 days of
Mm.
40 long race,
I think they were
40,
playing like
yeah,
16
with
hours of
SVB,
full,
right?
no? Yeah,
Yeah, more than 10 hours, I believe.
a day exactly.
Yeah,
He
so
must
I
be
guess
tired
Gorse was still very exhausted from that from those 3 days. But
for
Yeah,
who
sure.
from
knows? Maybe Vitali is as what the Americans are pronouncing or pronounces her name pronounces
yeah,
his name Vitali.
But
Vitaly. Yeah,
But I think it's Vitali, right?
I think it's
uh,
Vitali.
I was
Yeah.
thinking Vitaly too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard from one of the videos in Feder's channel. Uh, After I think 1 hour after the match, his match finished against SVB. I think he already flew to to Virginia. But this is Virginia, right?
No, it's New Jersey in
New
Atlantic
Jersey,
City,
in New
New
Jersey.
Jersey. Yeah. Mhm.
So I think 1 hour lang yung yung after that nag-travel agad siya to New Jersey. So
Mm.
he might be
Wow.
feeling that fatigue na dun sa match din nila.
And I think I've read somewhere or heard somewhere that Federer has some issues with his back too. So, well, right?
Yeah.
Before like health issue. It's not just now.
Yeah, but despite all the issues, despite him struggling, Federer's Federer, and he'll still find a way to make it to even at 30% less
Oh yeah.
of his prime. He's
Mhm.
gonna make it to the last
Hmm.
64 for sure.
Yeah.
So I think you guys also agree Patsura will take care of this match.
Totally
Yeah.
agree. Yeah,
Hmm.
And,
I agree.
even
okay.
though Sullivan is very good, but
Hmm.
Patsura should win.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yeah. How about Oscar Dominguez versus FSR? I think this is on the TV table later.
Mm.
So
I
I
think it's
might
on
pick.
the Matchroom multisport channel, not the
YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
main,
yeah,
not the main Matchroom pool, right? T1 is or table one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And as I picked Dominguez here, I think uh, he's he has a he defeated Mora 9-7 and Makonnen also 9-7. So I think he has yung parang his matches are a bit tougher compared to what FSR got during the early stage. So I think maybe underdog si Dominguez a little bit in this match, but I would pick Dominguez over FSR.
How about you, Bon?
Well, I picked FSR
Yeah.
over him simply because he's FSR. But you're
Yeah.
right. In this current tournament, FSR has had an easier run leading to the last
Uh,
64. So we
But he
haven't really
went.
seen him sweat.
Yeah. But I think he got what relegated to the one loss side, right?
Right. Yes.
yeah,
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
from losers bracket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who?
But even then, he beat Georgie Georgiev at the losers
Oh yeah.
bracket. So,
He's a pretty strong European player, Georgie Georgiev.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
who beat him sa the second round of the winners?
Jan van
FSR.
Lierop.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
Van
the
Lierop. Yeah.
Netherlands. Yeah,
And
he's
it was
also in
not.
the 64 right now,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, one thing to point out is that a lot of the I think the last four out of the last five who won the U.S. Open have come through the losers bracket to make it to the winners to the last
Mm,
64. So just to show you how tough the field is, um, we know they're gonna make it. It's just normally they would make it through winners qualification.
mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought, diba? Like Federer, Carlo Biado, FSR would be
Yeah.
FSR.
coming
Yeah.
would be coming from the losers bracket.
But not just
Crazy.
the previous champs, like the top 20, the top 25 WNT ranked players, Zelensky, Capito, who
Oh
else?
yeah,
Biado. Yeah, yeah.
coming from
You
the
already said
losers,
Biado.
no?
Yeah, yeah, coming in from the loser. So it's gonna be a tough match for the winner side because di ba when you go to top 64, there's gonna be a redraw. The ones who are on the winner side, the top 32 winner side, will get like a redraw from the losers side, right? So
Yeah,
Mhm.
actually, I find it those who lost and then ended up in the losers qualification. I think it was a shock for them to realize, oh wait a minute, I'm going up against Federer Gors.
yeah,
Oh, so yeah, pretty fine. Not a nice way to exit the tournament, but that's how it is
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's the draw.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So I will just change it to FSR. So para because you
two against
and,
two against
yeah,
one.
two against one. So I'll just change to FSR. And then next match, Max Lechner versus Nicholas Malay. I think his name is Nicholas.
Nicolaus. I think it's
Nicolaus.
Nicolaus.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So here I chose Malay. I think he defeated Sam Henderson 8-7 and
Hmm.
Thorsten Homan 9-3.
Mm.
But he lost to Jonas Sotocomino 9-7. I didn't pick Lechner because I think he has a bit of an easy draw. So
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm very parang ano nga sa mga picks ko, unconventional yung mga picks ko. No? So I'm also curious what do you think about this match?
Yeah, well, I don't know much about Nicolaus, so I picked Lechner here, and you're right. He did have a Nicolas did beat actually he beat Thorsten as well.
Mm.
So he's proven he can play with the big boys. It's just I don't know much about the guy. I didn't get to see any of his matches, but Lechner's consistent.
Mm.
So I think Lechner here should pull away from this.
Yeah, so I just reviewed the bracket in the earlier round. So Lechner beat Alali or Michal Alali from Qatar, and then Donny Mills from the US. Uh, he did some pretty good, comfortable win, or he had some pretty comfortable win, 9-2, 9-4. I might pick Lechner. Maybe he got stronger or stronger than the previous tournament, so I'll go with Lechner.
Yeah, I think he beat Donny Mills by 9-2,
Yeah,
and
nine
Donny
two.
Mills,
Almost
um,
defeated or almost outlasted.
Marvin,
Yeah, assist. Yeah.
Marvin, yeah, 9-8, right? So the scoreline should kind of give us an indication how Lechner's playing, even though he hasn't had a chance to really match up with someone at his Fargo level.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go with Lecter on this match.
So,
Next one, this is a bit. This is, I think it's a close match between Alex Pagulayan and Kazakis.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, Only because I think Pagulayan he beat Ocean 9, no, Albin Ocean 9-2 and then Loho Sam 9-5. Kazakis, I think he's coming from the losers bracket. Though. He lost to Jeffrey Ignacio
Yeah,
6-9.
I remember that.
yeah,
Yeah.
So for this one, I think it's a close match. But I'd say Kazakis would still be is playing really well for the past 2 months or 3 months. So I think Kazakis will still be able to defeat Pagulayan here.
yeah, I have to agree with that. As much as we'd love to root for Pagulayan, Kazakis is consistent from his last. I mean, in Rax he was a finalist, and I've watched a few of his recent games. He's really very solid. He's in form basically, so I think he's gonna beat Pagulayan
Uh,
here.
I'll go against the two of you. I'm gonna pick Pagulayan because Pagulayan can be sneaky sometimes. Like, yeah, especially in the deeper rounds. Like, he's one of those players that can beat a filler.
Yeah,
So,
Mm.
and knowing his championship, he's a championship caliber type of a player. Even though he's in his later part of his career, I think he still can win against Kazakis.
I think Pagulayan's a former U.S. Open
Yeah,
champion. Is it
and
not?
world champion. Yeah,
And world
both.
champion.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But few people. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but he's actually the best. Well, arguably one of the best, if not the best player at one pocket. People talk about that a lot.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
Oh,
there's a comment from Jason Foster, by the way, Bricks, that I would like to point out. Donnie
yeah.
Mills is a really strong player. He just doesn't play as much anymore. Yeah, I think
oh
I see some like somewhere that he is based in Florida, somewhere in Florida, and he's part of he's one of the pros, WNT pros, but he doesn't really travel that much unless if it's in the US. Even in the US, I haven't seen his name popped up in original tournaments. Like he only pops up during like US Open or some one or two once or twice a year type of regional tournaments kind of. So yeah,
wow,
but
wow! That did not know that. Thank
Yeah.
you, Jason.
Jason Foster. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we can say we can put on Kazakis here since we outnumber Mark
You're
on this
really
one.
Bricks. You're really putting everything on the record, huh? You're really good.
Yeah.
Are we gonna check on this after
Yeah,
tonight's matches?
we're going to review this tomorrow.
Oh shucks. Okay.
We can
Our
put the blame
credibility is
on
on the line.
yeah. We can put the blame on the two person who voted for this. Next match, Shane Van Boning and versus Francesco Candela. I think Shane's
Pretty
been
much.
yeah,
Yeah.
very still riding high on this win against Fedor. So I think Shane will comfortably win against Candela.
Yeah,
Agree. Agree.
no argument there.
No argument. Okay, so in the next match, Jonas Soto Camino versus Wang. Um, um,
Who's that? Dong
Duong
Ok Wong.
Kwok Huang.
Dong
Yeah.
Ok Wong. Yeah.
Rix, you might want to scroll up a little because the our pictures are blocking the.
Okay, sorry. I'll just remove our.
Oh, okay. There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. I'll hide it. Okay. So Huang, I think is medyo easy din yung draw na ano eh, ni Huang this in the early rounds eh. Um,
Yeah.
he lost to Niels Fei in 9-2.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
So I think medyo ano pa siya, medyo hindi pa maganda yung ano niya, yung first round, first easy, first mga initial rounds niya. No? So I think Comino is playing solid, I think.
Yeah.
yeah. He's a
So yeah.
dangerous up and comer player from Spain.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
agree with you here. Kumino's been improving a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's been finishing deeper and deeper in every succeeding tournament. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dong Kok Kwang, you don't want to bet him. He's Vietnam's best player right now. But if he's not at his A game in the last 64 against someone at Kumino's level, it might be tough to beat, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah, I think similarly to like what happened to Mickey Cross, he started like he's just before he went up and I mean before he won the um what you call this, the European Open. I think he started consistently being on the deeper rounds of the tournaments. That's why I kind of noticed him early on.
Yeah.
So I think similarly to the to Kraus, I think Comino is somewhere there also right now. He's consistently going deeper in the deeper rounds. So it just be I'll not be surprised if he goes deep again in this U.S. Open. So yeah, I think Comino versus Van Boning will be the next match after this one.
In the last 32. Yeah,
Mm.
I will be agreeing with you guys there. I think also DQH or don't I call him DQH or the Martian. But
the
anyway,
Martian, yeah.
yeah. I think he's got some issues with one of his sponsor, right? One of his sponsors.
I don't know
Oh, I
that.
didn't know
I
that.
think I read somewhere in some Vietnamese billiard pages that I'm not gonna name what brand, but yeah.
Oh,
But I
I
think he's
see.
trying to fix it with that brand. So
What is the
hopefully,
what is the issue?
mentally, I think I'm not so sure because I just tried to translate it from Vietnamese to
Yeah.
English. But yeah, maybe he's mentally not there because of those backstories. But hopefully his A game is there, even though we're predicting he's gonna lose the match. But hopefully he's
Mm.
gonna win still. But yeah.
You're gonna want him to win, man. I mean,
Oh
Vietnam only
yeah,
has two
two
players in the
player.
last 64,
Mhm,
and the whole,
mhm.
you know, how many millions are gonna be, well, millions, maybe thousands of people gonna be watching and cheering him on for sure.
Yeah. And I would also hope for him to go deep too, so that he's got a chance to be picked. If not, take the automatic spot for the Reyes Cup. At least if he goes deep, he's gonna be considered as one of the wild card, right?
How deep? Because he's gonna have to face SVB if he wins, and
That's the thing.
that's tough on home soil, you know.
I
Mhm,
want him to
yeah.
go to the semis.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. Hopefully,
Mhm,
I would root for him.
mhm.
Well, let's see. Let's
Yes,
see.
yeah, he has a tough road ahead of him if he does defeat Comino. No?
Mm-hmm.
So next match will be Conrad Yusuf Shin versus Mario He. Um, Yusuf Shin had he had this giveaway freebie match, di ba? Siya yung kalaban ni who's
Barry
this?
Hearn.
Barry.
Barry Hearn, yeah. So I'll treat that as a buy for
That was a promotion.
Yeah, no offense to Barry Hearn.
I think he plays
Uh,
better than the three of us, but still, right?
oh yeah, but, yeah. Um,
He
and
did
then
beat Yannick Wonger's 9-1. Conrad did.
Conrad.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So 9-1, huh? That's
And who was the
domination.
other one that he beat after Barry? Was there
Um,
someone another one? I
it's
think
a
he.
Greek player. I've never heard of him.
Ah, okay.
Christos Papageorgiou.
Ah, okay. Okay. He's a solid player too. From time to time, he does go deep, or not go deep, but like he gets win from other over other solid players sometimes too. But yeah, I think Conrad will get the win
Yep,
because
should be.
Mario hasn't been playing at his standard lately, like the way he should be playing.
Mm.
To expect from him.
Mario. Remember he lost to Michael Boanan also.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Hmm.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think Conrad for for this one. Huh?
Yeah.
So that just a side note. What was it again? Again, bricks. Why we are not seeing that many? I know solid or the usual names from Europe because there's
Because of
only three.
the
There's only
yeah,
like three Polish players. We haven't seen or we did not see any Kachi bros playing, which is kind of like a
like yeah,
surprise.
I think Kachi both Kachis were they they have like a family thing occasion that
Mm,
that's why they missed the US Open. And then of course the other tournament happening right now is in Europe, the Euro Tour. I think that's
mm.
why most of the names in the most of the usual names the from Europe are playing in the or competing in that tournament. So maybe they chose to compete there instead of traveling to the US.
It might
So
be their federation chose it for them.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Say for
possible also.
example, the Polish players. We always have at least five Polish players. We only have three right now. All the WNT Pro players. Konrad, Victor, and what's his name? Fortunski. But we usually also see Maciol, the other two,
Yeah,
Maciol and Woj. I can't pronounce his last name. But anyway, so we don't
yeah,
we Maciol and Woj are not here are not there in the US Open. So I guess Federation.
yeah, probably.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if
Mhm.
Woj or Masio is competing on that tournament.
Okay.
So I'm not sure as well if that's the
But
reason.
if it's Euro Tour, I'm pretty sure they'll be playing there,
Mm,
because
yeah,
they're pretty
mm,
tight with their federation, I think.
mm. And they have a good chance to win
That too.
compared to the competition to the compared to the US Open competition.
Yeah.
True, true.
Mm. Next match, Carl Nadberg versus Jason Shaw. Shaw is quite seems to be a little bit parang ano no, low under the radar yung mga games ni
Mm.
Shaw no.
Yeah, lately, yeah.
He wasn't featured
Mm,
as much on the TV tables, right?
mm,
No.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
normally he's the darling of Matchroom.
Mhm.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. But Shaw lost to Xie Chachen 9-7. I
Mm.
think he also had a fairly easy draw compared to ano
In the losers
compared
bracket, you mean? He had an easy
was he
match?
in the loser? I'll check again.
Yeah, after Shitchachen. Or are you referring to Carl?
No, to Shaw.
Oh, okay.
Shaw also lost. Shaw defeated Hunter Lombardo 9-7
Mm.
and had
Oh,
a
he's a
bye
solid
on
player.
the yeah.
Hunter is a solid player.
Oh
Mm,
yeah, yeah. Hunter has also been one of those players that's been running deeper and deeper in each tournament, but he never seems to, break into the
Advanced
top 64. I mean, now I think it's his probably one of his best. Will be his
finish.
one of his best finishes. Yeah.
I
Oh
think
wait, he's out already.
he always get drawn to the stronger or the top ranked players. That's why he can't
yun
make it
lang.
to the last
Yeah,
Bit
64.
unlucky with the draw.
Yeah.
that's right.
What do you think? Are you going with Nad, Carl, or Jason on this one?
Oh, Jason with this for sure.
Uh,
Yeah, Jason. Carl is
yeah,
one of those up and comer teens from Europe. I think he's 18 or 19,
yeah.
and
It's
he's from
very
Estonia. So Estonia has a pretty great two players. They got two
yeah.
good players right now.
Dennis
Dennis
Grave.
Grave and the youthful Carl.
Mm.
Hmm. He'll have his
Okay.
time, but I think Jason Shaw's got him here.
Yeah, he's still kind of young, but he's been finishing in the top 64 for the past few major tournaments. Like in the
Oh
UK Open,
yeah,
he was also able to finish in the 64. I think he also went deep to 32, even until the
solid,
32. Yeah,
solid young player.
yeah, very.
Okay, so we'll go in the on the next match. David Al Qaedi versus Bader Al Awadi. Think Al
I would
Qaedi. I
have.
think got this one. I think.
Yeah,
Sorry, you
David.
think David does? I would
Yeah.
Yeah.
go against you guys for the first time. I think I'm going with Bader here. I just think I haven't seen David consistent. You know, he's had very rough games. I think in PLP he struggled, right? Remember, and then
Mm,
so he hasn't had a lot of deep finishes, if I'm not mistaken.
mm,
So whereas Bader's like the trend is going up. So I think Bader might take this.
mm.
I'll go with David or David, as what we call that name or pronounce that
This,
name in our part of the world.
this Spanish
Oh,
pronunciation.
Yeah,
it's a
David.
Spanish pronunciation. Yeah,
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 it's David.
David.
And
The next.
David also, I know he
Oh,
defeated the Ganflo, our
oh,
guy uh,
yeah.
from Norway.
Yep.
Was it like a tight match, like
Yeah, it's
decision?
a Hill match 9-8 is the final score.
Oh, and then Gangflot also was eliminated by Victor, the same score line, but he was a Gangflot was ahead like what
Yeah,
8-4, and then Victor slowly inch closer to him, and then eventually won
yeah,
Hill.
yeah. Almost
Yeah.
two Hill. That's a very tough way to go out on this one, this tournament.
Yeah,
So we'll go with David
David.
is
Hmm.
for this one. This next match, Wukun Lin versus Marvin Hasis. Wukun Lin is very dangerous, a
Yeah.
dangerous opponent,
Yeah.
no, for Marvin.
Hmm.
I think he had a very good first round also. Wukun Lin.
Was
Um,
it for
who-
Tunsky he sent to the losers bracket? Wukunlin.
yeah, Fortunsky. He
Mm-hmm.
defeated Fortunsky 9-1, and then he defeated Alvin Onguito 9-6.
Mm.
So yeah, he played very well, I think, for the early rounds. So it's gonna be very dangerous for Marvin.
Yeah.
But
I want
but
Marvin to win,
yeah,
but I'm gonna go with Wu Kunling here. Just to be clear though, I want Marvin to win 100%. But Wu Kunlin, I mean his run to this 64, he's been very dominant.
Yeah,
I hope I feel like Marvin can squeak out a win uh, in this match, but hopefully because Wukunlin can drag a match. So hopefully Marvin can stay composed and concentrate and take this game out from him. But yeah, he's gonna have a
Dude,
hard time.
Wu Kunlin beat Fortunsky 9-1. I mean, that's impressive. Fortunsky's
yeah,
a
yeah.
solid player, you know?
Yeah, I
So,
guess, but still,
how did,
I'm gonna go with
yeah.
my heart.
All right. Hey, if we're
So
voting for our hearts, I'm going with Marvin too then.
I'm just kidding. No, you can vote for whoever you want, Vaughn. I'm not pressuring you, okay?
we're trying not to be biased, but sometimes we just try our best.
Right, right.
Yeah, but Aziz has a chance.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
not like a what you call. He's not overmatched in this
No, definitely
against
not.
Wukong Lin. Yeah, so
But
I'd
look
say
at
it's
this
gonna be
bracket though. How many
mm,
Filipinos are in this flight?
yeah,
It's
four.
uh,
crazy.
Yeah.
So we might have a top 16 all Filipinos here.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's I don't think we're as spread out as we want to be.
Yeah,
Mm.
especially in
Yeah.
the lower fourth of the bracket. There's like
Right.
no Filipinos there.
Mm.
And no, the top eight, the first eight and the bottom eight don't
Yeah.
have any Filipinos. We're just clustered in the middle 16. Oh, sorry, middle 32 rather.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm.
you could still see, of course, it's a long shot, but you could still see a Pinoy versus Pinoy finals.
Oh,
We can
yeah,
But
yeah,
still
it's
see.
possible. Yeah.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is still possible.
Mm.
It's also possible we can see two Pinoys in the semifinals, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
Absolutely.
So we're going to go for with Marvin Assis. We're going to go with our hearts on this one. But next match, Levan Corteza versus Michael Feliciano. I
Uh,
want to to
Dang.
hear Vaughn's
Uh
pick on
I can't
this.
choose. I can't choose. Go Bon, you first.
well, you know me, right? Even though Feliciano's, I have all the respect for Levan, right?
Mm,
Mm.
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
go with Feliciano here. I mean, this is his day. If it's not now, when? Because he's been putting in the work, and now you're seeing the results. He beat, who did he beat coming up to this?
Sanjin and Fortunsky.
Right,
Yeah, Sanjan and
eight
Fortunsky.
three. 8-3 on Sanjin and then 9-3 on Fortunsky. The Sanjin is at least an 800 Fargo, I believe, and people are saying that he's the up and coming player who's bound to win the next major because Capito has won, Kraus has won, and they're talking about either Sanjin or Alexi would be next, and
Yeah.
here comes Feliciano, like winning that, and you guys saw that, right? There were some highlight
Yeah.
moments in the
Mm-hmm.
way Feliciano played. There was some
Mm.
magic in there. So Levan is the safe choice, but I'm gonna go with Feliciano here.
Levan, he has wins against Nguyen Haidang 9-4,
And
No Yuki
Oi.
Oi 9-6, and
Yeah, and he
Yes.
was
Michael
down
Shane
6-2, right?
9-7.
And he
Mm.
was down 6-2 against Naoyuki. And he strung up like 7 racks
Oh yeah, that
straight
that was what a
and won
comeback.
9-6.
Mm.
Yeah, what a
Mm.
comeback. I was already like,
So,
oh
yeah.
man, Levan's gonna go
Mm.
to the losers bracket, but yeah, he won.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't really count out Levan in any match. So I
Oh yeah,
think it's gonna be, yeah, it's
a toss
hard
The
to
up.
one
pick against these two players. No, both very one of our respected players. I think si Levan and
Yeah.
Feliciano is becoming a fan favorite naman for us. So I'll go with Corteza. I think, but very slim. I think it's going to be a toss up, like you said, Marl. It's going to be a toss up between these two.
So you between the match between these two guys and their personality couldn't be more interesting because
different.
Um,
LVC is the consummate professional, very silent, and then you have Michael, flamboyant, uh, all with his antics and everything. So who wins? Who knows?
I think even the way they play, right?
Yeah,
It's totally
exactly.
different.
Very flamboyant.
mm,
Yeah, and the
Feliciano
other is
here.
very methodical, diba? Likes
Hmm.
the
Tactical.
tactical.
yeah,
Exactly.
but ironically, Feliciano doesn't have it's like very stoic in the when he's playing. Unlike Corteza, you can see every time he makes a mistake, he's very pissed at himself. You can see the body
Yeah.
language is really not good. So, but yeah, I think yeah, there's two very polar opposites. I think Corteza and Feliciano in terms of their playing style, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's a shame that they're matched against each other
mm,
early this tournament.
yeah,
Or yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I still think that the last 64 should still be double elimination, and then they
Yeah.
should start single elimination at the last
Yeah,
32,
yeah, that's
because
right.
there's still so many good talent like last
Mm,
64, and like Federer and Kopechung getting matched this early. That should be a finals. That can be a final game. So
agree.
Well, that's the thing with redraw at this
Mm.
early.
yeah.
But anyway,
So,
I'm gonna go with Levan. He's from Davao,
so
and I'm from Davao, so I'm gonna go for with Levan.
okay.
So really, from your heart, then
Yeah,
from your
that's
heart.
that's the
Both of them.
tiebreaker. Okay.
Uh,
Next match, Michael Boanan versus Robsuke. I think I made my declaration that Boanan is my dark horse in this tournament, and I'm
he's
gonna
your Dark
stay.
Phoenix.
Yeah, dark horse, Dark Phoenix. So Michael Boanan, I think, will take care of the Kaiser, Robsuke.
So, some people call him Mokong. What is Mokong, by the way? Is that something bad?
No, I don't know. So, I thought it's a valid. I thought it's a valid nickname. I think I heard a couple of people have this kind of nickname, but I'm not too sure now that you guys are asking me, and now I'm not too sure. Both of you have the same comment, so I'm not sure if I'm the only one who thinks it's a like a
Because I think I did see it
well-known
somewhere,
nickname.
like
Yeah.
them how would say it, like nicknaming him. I think
I've
I
heard him
read it.
called Mokong before. In fact, it
Mhm.
was Marboy's head JR who said it was Mokong.
Okay,
When they were
there's
Mokong
a
is okay.
Mokong is a nickname for Michael as per
yeah.
Mr. Edgardo Tapis Angko. So you
So
guys
what
are
is
the one who's
Mokong? What is Mokong in Tagalog, or what does that mean?
I don't think it's a Tagalog word. I think it's a name. It's like a name that's
A
been
nickname for Michael?
I
It's
yeah.
like
thought I thought it
it,
meant it's slang for it's a friendly way of calling someone an
Choco
idiot,
Martin.
right?
I think that's yeah.
So is it like
Choco
a
Mart.
dick? Is it like a dick for Richard?
I
You
don't
know,
know. I
in
mean,
some
I've always thought, yeah, I like
ah
Manny Villorente just said there in the comments, Mokong means fool or idiot, but I think they mean it in a friendly way, obviously.
yeah, obviously I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
hopefully.
Um, but yeah, JR was announcing that they did have a new player in their roster in one of their
Loco Loco is Mokong.
podcasts, and they said it was Mokong.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay.
I thank you for the clarity, guys.
Yeah, thanks for helping us out on that very serious part of the discussion.
Jason Foster is saying in English, what is Mokong?
A fool,
Oh,
a fool.
yeah,
Fool.
the
Yeah,
yeah, money already.
Yeah.
yeah.
But they do also call him Choco Martin, as Joel pointed out. So he
Yeah.
has a
Mm,
few nicknames for sure.
Mhm. Okay,
So
so
you can
yeah,
see I could see that you've picked Michael Boanen to go all the way to the
to the to that
quarterfinal.
semis.
yeah.
Is that semis or ano, quarterfinals pa?
I think that's
I think this
quarter.
is quarterfinals. Yeah,
Oh,
Quarter,
okay.
yeah.
quarterfinals. Yeah,
Mm, all the way,
Okay.
huh?
All right.
yeah.
That's to be in future episodes. We can go into
Yeah.
that.
So what do you think, guys? Are you going with me on this one, or
Yeah.
Oh
you gonna
yeah.
pick?
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So next match, this will be a great match. This will be in the TV table. So Matchroom Pool YouTube. If you want to watch this one later, 10 p.m. I think it's gonna be starting soon.
Mm.
Mickey Cross versus Joshua Filler. So another controversial player at
Out of
today.
or
It's
yesterday.
it's yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Um, so I think Mickey Krause is still playing very hot, very very. Still has that momentum coming from that European Open. So I think he has a chance to really take care of business against Joshua Filler.
Yeah, I think mentally he's really prepared. Uh,
Mm.
and the good thing about Mickey is that he's very aggressive, and I think one of the best ways to attack filler is not to be defensive. Just attack
Mm,
him, like being on the offensive every time.
mm.
And who did he lost to? Ano, si Kraus sa Rax, because I think he only
Kraus,
made it until what, quarters, or was he eliminated in the top 16? Sa Rax, because I thought he was gonna go
Asrax,
into like finals. Yeah,
yeah, I
but
forgot who
I
he
feel like
lost
it was a
to.
close match even. So,
Yeah.
mhm. But anyway, I would pick Mickey
Ano, di ba?
over Josh.
Butchrongan, the
Yeah,
Vietnamese.
Oh
he
yeah, yeah,
lost.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It was
He
boy.
lost to Bui.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
which
Yeah.
is a shame that Bui didn't make it to the top 64. I thought
Exactly.
he would,
Yeah.
with how
mm,
strong he played in racks.
mm,
Exactly. Like with the confidence
or,
that he got from that
mm,
tournament, if you think about it.
Yeah.
mm. Yeah, maybe that's just Butchrongan's ano, parang chance lang of a lifetime to win to win a title.
I mean,
Because
I think it,
everything, yeah.
yeah. No, I think
Feel like, yeah. Go ahead,
it's
go
an
ahead.
adjustment to always jump into the tighter pockets, right? Because racks was on 4.5 inches. These are on 4-inch table pockets. So I didn't personally see his match here in this tournament,
Mm,
but it could be that adjustment, that extra precision that you need with that
Mm.
tighter equipment.
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember what Kong City, when we invited him on our pod bricks,
Yep.
he did
Yep.
say about the tighter pockets that if it's a bigger pocket, Vietnamese have a higher chance of winning against their rivals
Yeah, that's right.
or their
Yeah.
opponent.
Yeah.
But if it's a tighter 4 or 3.9 inch pocket, they'll have a hard time.
Yeah, and I think it's just basically exposing yourself and having. I mean, Feliciano, right? When we had him over, he was like, "It would be great if we had more tables in the Philippines with the same equipment as they would play in these international tournaments." So, I'm sure Vietnam will get more of those tables and have the same cuts as well with the
Mm,
pockets, but they can play to the standard that's needed
Yeah, in the
mm.
majors. And I
in a
think
major.
Feliciano also said that what's his name? Johan has that table in his
Yeah,
house that
he
he
has his own
practiced
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, you
And
can
look,
clearly see Johan.
yeah, you
Yeah,
can clearly see the result
the
of
Mhm.
result.
him
Yeah,
practicing on those tables at home.
right.
So, do you guys think? Do you think he has a chance against Filler or?
Oh yeah,
Mm,
absolutely. I'll pick him over Filler. Filler
mm,
is not really performing right
mm.
now at his best.
I'm gonna go with Filler here, even though he has been shaky this tournament. Simply because I think that he'll gather himself and really pull together this. He has the skill, right? So
Yeah.
I think he just needs to get his mental game right now. And but it's Filler, so he can pull through. So yeah.
Comment from Edgardo here. Marboys, I believe, have 4-inch pocket. So I think naka-configure na yung table sa Marboys ng 4-inch. I think that's
And
what.
you can clearly see how
Yeah.
the results with the Marboys players. Like
Mm,
most of them are in the top 64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. Even this comment from ako si Pepa is yung mga table sa Marboy, same table na ginagamit sa Matchroom. So I think they already adjusted their pocket size
Mm.
in their
Yeah.
tables.
And when you play with the diamond too, they have a longer shelf, right? So it's not just the tighter pockets, but it's the shelf. With the players that like to hit the ball hard into to really drill the ball into the pocket, it's gonna sometimes just get stuck there and bounce around. And so
Mm.
you really need to practice on those
Mm.
tables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we picking Kraus here or
It's two to
Filler?
one, so I guess it is Kraus.
Oh, so we go with Kraus. Okay. Okay. Another controversial pick. I'm picking Grillo over Regalario. Um,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
It's not that I
Anamar, do
don't
you
want.
agree?
Yeah, it's not that I don't want Regularity to win. Actually, of course, I'm rooting for Bernie to win
Of
this
course, of
match.
course.
Whereas, again, I think Grillo has been very consistent. there's a pattern. I think there's a there's parang yung breakout niya is very parang it's gonna happen very soon. So I think this might be it for Jao. I think maybe this is the tournament for him to go deep in the deeper round. So um, I think he also has a very good showing during the early rounds. Eh. Let me
Yeah,
just check out the match.
he he did not lose
He
any much.
defeated Robbie Capito and Buitrong An.
Oh,
So
no, pretty good.
and
But
then
Berlin's people hot right
Regalario, yeah, I think Regalario had an easy draw compared to Grillo, but he also lost to Pasura, who's been
Yeah.
playing great. So that's not really a big thing. So I
Yeah,
guess you guys are going to vote for Regalario here, right?
I am going for
I am
Regulario.
too. Kasi like he's had a very good run in racks, diba? And
Hmm.
we're seeing how well he can play. So yeah, that's basically it for me. I think Regalario will win this, and but I'm not discounting Zhao. I think it'll be a close match for sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm going with
so
Regulario just because I want him to go deeper. Nothing else.
Hey, you know what? If your picks work, you definitely have to root for all the Pinoys because like the commentators curse and everything. Baka yours is the opposite, right? Who you pick,
Yeah,
they're the one who
hopefully.
wins. Yeah,
but Regalario will be up against either Kraus or Filler, so it's not going to be an easy
Ah,
road
but
for
he
Regalario
won
also.
over Filler at
Yeah, he
track.
won over Filler already.
So there's a
Mm,
history there, and he's beaten Filler what twice already, Racks and
yeah.
PLP.
mm,
He's the
yeah.
filler killer.
One of them.
Yeah,
Mm,
Feliciano's the other.
No, it's us, not assist, but Roda.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
No, I meant the Feliciano would be a filler.
Oh, the other filler. Yeah.
Okay, next match, Mark Mr. Bosch and I'm not even gonna pretend I know how to pronounce this. Vavken Belkonyan.
Melkonian.
Uh, yeah, Melkonyan. Actually I didn't know. I don't know anything about Melkonyan, so I just chose Mr. Bosch to win.
Yeah, he's a staple.
Yeah,
Mhm.
He's
it's
always
Yeah.
just there.
he's always
It's always there. every
he's
time
always in
we
every tournament.
And he
every
was
time
like
we do this picks, I think I always mention Mr. Bosch.
Yeah.
I always remember his name. Yeah.
just a side note too. Netherlands has a pretty strong
Yeah, yeah.
contingent. Like they have
Mm,
four, and
What?
mm.
yeah, they
Wow.
have four Netherlands. Fayin,
Yeah, yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Bosch, Bongers, and Jan van Lierop.
Wow.
I'm kind of surprised. What's his name? De Reuter did not make it to top 64.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a
yeah.
pretty good core of players and like young like players from there.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
They have a strong, I think, grassroots program just like Germany.
Um, yeah.
Yeah,
Mostly all Europe countries have very good, strong, programs.
Poland. Yeah, if you think
Mm.
about it.
So we'll go with Mr. Bosch in this one. Next match, Yuri Teng versus Xie Chachen. Whoa, parang ano din to eh, Feliciano versus Levan Cortesa eh.
Yeah.
Both really
I'll pick Chachen over Riteng.
okay. How about you, Von?
Yeah. Chachen as well.
Whoa, okay. So we'll go with Chachen.
But it's either way. I mean,
Yeah,
one
it's
it's
Just
very
as we
close.
just as we mentioned that we're picking Chachen, he just scored 1-0.
What? Okay. Wait, our predictions are they can't change based on the scores. You shouldn't cheat.
And
Mamaya by the
FSR is
time we get
and
we by the
FSR is
time we get
one.
to the end, we already know like halfway who's ahead. We're gonna change based on that.
I think we should move
Yeah,
fast a little bit
we're
Go
faster. I think it's,
faster. Okay.
we're going to be cheating without even okay, let's go with Coping Tune versus Fedor Gorst. Gorst, I think uh, too bad for Coping Tune.
I think I'm gonna go with KPC.
I'm with KPC here. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh,
He can his play
Gorse is gonna be
changes.
outruled by
Play
by the
changes when he's in the
last
deeper rounds.
64.
But I mean, you can also say that to Gorse too. Like Gorse
Mm,
Yeah.
lost in the early rounds in the World Pool Championship, but he ended up winning the entire tournament. So and Ko Ping
Yeah.
Chung last year too. He lost. He went to the one loss side in the U.S. Open last year, but then he ended up winning the tournament. So it's a toss up. But I'm going with
mm.
KPC.
Sorry, I just want to
Okay.
clarify because I think some people might get confused. These are just predictions. The finals haven't. No, these are these are not actual scores or placings. Predictions lang mga to. Sorry.
Yeah.
I even have Federer Gorse over Carlo Biado, so
Yeah.
I'm going to get a lot of hate from the fans. Yes. Okay, Alexa Pesels versus John Mora. Pesels, I think for this one.
Yeah,
Yep, for
Alexa.
me too.
Alexa.
Agree.
Mhm.
Next match, Labutis versus Carlo Biado. Uh,
I'm going with Biado.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
okay,
two against one.
so guess one.
What?
Hard.
What? I'm going for Biado too.
Yeah, exactly. Two.
Oh, were you
I'm
going
going for
for?
Biado.
Who's going for Pios?
Yeah,
The other guy
yeah,
here.
no one.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
third
no.
guy here.
Oh my.
Can't,
uh,
I can't believe it with your bricks. Why would you go against Biado?
Well,
okay.
in Brix's defense, Biado's last game, right, was a bit. It wasn't his top form for sure. Sorry, his when he lost in the winners qualification.
Mm. But I have him losing to Federer Gorse if Federer moves past Coping Chuna.
KPC.
So
Mm.
yeah. So there's no shame on that if he lost to Federer Gorse. Skylar Woodward versus Chris McDaniel.
Ah,
Skylar Woodward.
yeah, Sky all the way.
Next match, Johan Chua versus Naoyuki Oi. Of course, I go with
Chua.
Chua. Yeah, Chua's almost unstoppable at this stage. Prime Chua, I think, is what's the description of most of the fans right now. So Prime
Yeah,
Chua will win against Naoyuki Oi.
Yeah,
Um,
his nickname now is Mr. Consistent.
yeah,
yeah, much more consistent as Marl nicknamed him.
yeah.
And it has taken roots too. So I'm proud of that.
Yeah, Mr. C or Mr. Consistent.
Yep.
Um, um, JJ Jeremy Jones versus BJ Asari. Sorry, but I have to go with BJ Asari. I think.
I'll go with JJ. I think uh he wants to make it to the Mosconi Cup by proving himself and like getting all the way to the semis.
Mm,
Ako rin Brick, sorry, JJ talaga because no,
okay.
no, it's just I had this prediction even, obviously earlier, but
Yeah,
it's just I
yeah,
see the momentum and everybody's rooting for him. They want to see him again go
yeah,
deep.
yeah.
He's a former US Open winner. He beat Tyler.
That-
So
Mm,
who's not to say he'll beat BJ?
mm.
I think they're at the
yeah,
same level. So
he beat Homan too, right? He beat Homan
he beat
too.
Yeah,
Homan too.
Homan. Mm,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's playing
And
pretty well.
what do you call this? He's got is that the right term? Axe to grind for
Yeah.
with Matchroom for dropping him as the captain, I guess. No, I'm just making
For
it up, but
removing the
still.
captain position. So, yeah.
But it would be a good story that he
yeah.
gets
Well, let
the
let
second
it stop.
automatic.
Let it stop at Johan, okay?
Oh yeah,
up
yeah,
to
yeah.
up to the
Of
last
course,
32.
of course. No, no, no.
Mm.
I don't want him to go straight to the no semis pala.
Yeah, I think no, he already have his fair share of
Fairy
storyline. This
tale.
yeah,
Yeah.
fairy tale storyline. So Jeffrey Ignacio versus Chris Reinhold. I think Ignacio will
It's Ignacio. Yeah.
very good.
Ignacio.
Is too
Easy.
But
good.
but
Yeah.
Reinhold is showing some great game too. Even though
Yeah,
we don't see him often.
I think he won against who did he once?
Roland.
Yeah,
Was it?
Roland
Oh,
Garcia. No.
Yeah.
No, I know. I think Roland lost to ano. Oh, in the first game in the winners or in the
Yeah.
Yeah,
first round? Oh, okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
first round.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we'll go with Ignacio there. Roda versus Zielinski. Oh, I I chose
I pick
Zielinski on this
no, I pick Roda. If it's gonna be against a Filipino and an international
one.
player, I'm gonna go with a Filipino every time.
Yeah.
Unless,
Ako naman. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, no, 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 it's okay. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking Zelensky also, but I saw Roda versus Filler, and that guy
Yeah,
played perfect. So
Mm,
he clearly has no problem with the table. He has no problem with the environment, and that was a TV table. I think he can
and
beat Zelensky.
his break is awesome too. Like he carried his
Yeah,
break from Lucian Open to ano to this tournament. That's why
yeah,
he went straight to the finals and almost won against ano Copenhagen because his break was on point.
yeah.
yeah. Okay. I was just testing you guys, and yes, you passed the exam. Jeffrey Rodas. Uh, okay. Next match. Next. Tama ba? 24, 25. Yeah. So I think this is the last one. No? So, Coping Hand versus Jonathan Pinigar. Did I don't know if I pronounced it correctly.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
he also goes by the name Hennessy, Jonathan Hennessy.
yeah, Hennessy is
Mhm.
he's
Maybe his middle name.
more known as
Yeah,
Hennessy. Yeah.
yeah.
So Hennessy versus Coping Hand.
I'll pick KPH.
Okay.
Ako, I don't know much about Jonathan, but I'm picking him because of his run in this tournament.
Mm.
He beat, I can't remember who he played. Uh, Zelensky. Yeah, he beat Zelensky and Sullivan Clark. So those are some pretty good players, diba?
Yeah,
Uh,
fair.
so I didn't see any of his games. Again, just basing it off who he beat.
Mm,
I think he can beat Copenhagen.
yeah, yeah, that's possible. Yeah. Next match. So we'll go with the Coping Hand two
Yep.
versus one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Two Tikian, two Tikian versus Albin Ocean. I think
I'll go
Ocean
with
will take this
Alvin.
one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Although I respect Kian's game and his name.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do
Two the
Do.
that,
Kian.
Yeah.
Kian. Pretty cool name.
Uh, this next match, I don't really care about. Chris Melling versus Imran Majid. Um, I have Chris Melling winning only because I think he's really way better than Majid at this point of their career. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Melling.
Melling as
yeah,
well.
I set aside my my hate for Chris Melling. So yeah, I picked
Pretty
him to
Yeah.
strong.
win.
Pretty strong word.
Well, it's justified. Let's just
Yeah,
say.
Yeah, yeah. We're not
Very
even gonna
justified.
go deeper into that
Yeah.
yeah.
particular topic.
Um, so Chris Melling, Kopini versus Elliot Sanderson. Uh,
Take the
Actually,
wild.
Sanderson is a very good player. No?
Yeah.
They nickname him what? The shouter.
Really?
Yeah, because he
Sanderson.
shouts. Yeah, he shouts every time he. I guess
Oh, he
he
wins.
wins the
Yes.
game, like or a rack.
A very loud shout. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that one.
Well, it's funny because you're not even watching him, you're watching a different table. And then you'll hear this loud shout, and the commentators will say, "Oh, that's Sanderson."
Uh, so what do you think, Kopini? Or
oh,
are we
Yeah,
keep it
going with
wide
for
for
Kopini?
sure.
Yeah.
sure.
Copenhagen
Okay.
here.
KPY
Yeah.
all the way.
So next match, Moritz versus Dennis Grabe.
Moritz.
Uh, go with
Yeah.
Moritz. Okay.
Moritz.
Next match, Yanni Uski versus Yannick Pongers. Uh,
It
I
could
I'll
go
think
either
Pongers.
way. But I
Yeah,
think
go either
yeah,
way. Yeah, but
yeah.
I would pick also Pongers.
me too.
Mm, mm.
It's a shame though. Pongers is not part of the World Nine Ball Tour.
Oh, he's
He's
not. Okay.
he's not signed up.
He's young, isn't he?
I mean, yeah, yeah, he's young. He's
He's
not
very young.
19, and you know that he beat AJ Manas last year when they did a long game on Sharks.
The
Wow.
Sharks. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
He beat the Manas pretty bad, like
Really?
more than 10, I think, because it's race to
Mm,
21. Was it a race to 30 or race to 25?
yeah, I can't remember.
But
I didn't
yeah,
see.
anyways, yeah, just side
Mm,
info.
mm. Next match, Robbie Capito versus Nils Fayen. So I go with Robbie on this one, the
Of
sniper.
course, Robbie.
Mm,
Robbie
How
too,
about
for
how about
sure.
Yvonne? Oh, okay.
Well, Fayen is 1-0 to one up. So, but yeah, for sure, Robbie as well.
mm. So I think last match, Jan van Lierop versus Aloysius Yap. I'm picking Yap, but I think Lierop played pretty well in the first rounds.
Yeah,
So what do you think?
I think Yap too.
Yeah,
Yap too.
Yap. There's something with Yap and the U.S. Open. He always goes almost every year top four.
Mm.
Yeah,
Remember he
Yeah.
lost to
So
Biado sa finals, then lost to KPC sa semifinals last year. But yeah,
I wonder sino tinutukoy dito ni Hiki Luna. Sam says he is Mr. Almost.
I feel like he's
Uh,
referring to Chua,
that
but
was Chua. Yeah,
yeah, but that's
ah,
unfair. But that's unfair.
yeah, that's not fair. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Chua is playing great, and it's not
Mm,
easy to make it to the semifinals almost every major tournament.
yeah,
mm,
So
yeah.
him not winning the finals in the European Open, it just happens sometimes.
yeah.
As I've discussed before, Efren Reyes went to the U.S. Open finals 4 or 5 times, but only made it once or only won it once. So yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
no,
tough.
he's number one in the no rankings Reyes Cup. So that's not
Hmm.
an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess
Oh,
we'll
so
wrap. Yeah,
no, we have
go.
to mention who are our top 16 because today is gonna be all the way up to the top 16 from
Do we
from
have?
all of that.
Can we?
Just a quick no, siguro Bricks. What do you think? Who
Uh,
will make it to the top
how
16?
do you want to do? Okay, how do you want to do that one?
Can you
Um,
go back to the if you can, and then we'll
okay,
just pick
go ahead.
who will be in the top 16.
I think Bricks has
Okay.
already done it, right?
Oh,
It's
you
all
already
laid
did.
out. It's all laid out.
Ay, so bagay, I already updated this one. So,
Yeah. You got
uh,
Vitali,
We got
Kazakis, BB,
right.
Conrad.
mm, so,
I agree with all
You
of
did not
those. I
put
agree
any
with that.
Filipinos, Bricks. How many Filipinos
But
did you put in the
I
top
haven't,
16?
you have to update the
No, no,
other
just kidding.
matches.
No,
I think I
we can
updated
do.
only the last 32 lang. So I have to update
I'm just
the
messing with you, Bricks.
yeah. Yeah. Siguro dami kong comments mamaya. Hindi walang tinipik na Filipino player.
but I think real quick, who do you guys have to win the whole thing? The whole US Open.
Chua,
Sino ba na? Yeah.
Chua?
he's ripe.
Mm,
He's ripe for it.
Bricks?
I think yeah, Chua I think is my first pick, and then maybe Patsura
Dark.
I think will be dark
I thought you were
horse.
gonna say right, Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix, yeah, Dark Phoenix kasi Patsura I think will be a dark horse. I'll pick Patsura based on his recent performance lang.
Okay, I'm gonna go up in a limb here and I'm gonna say Bernie and Chua in the finals, and then Chua wins it. That's gonna be my big bold prediction.
Mm, so to make it a more interesting finals, I already told you guys about it. Chua and Feliciano, but if Livan, because I picked Livan over Feliciano, Livan or Chua in the finals.
In the final. Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. So we both have Pinoy versus Pinoy. There's no bias here, right? It's
No
it's
bias
it's
at all.
Yeah.
it's the most logical conclusion.
Yeah,
But
that's
their
right.
Fargo rating says it too.
Oh
They can
yeah.
make it all the way to the finals if Fargo rating is is the way to go.
Mm.
But
Uh,
anyway, all right.
so we're going to watch the rest of the matches. ano na ba kayo, matchroom, still in matchroom pool, right? The match. Hindi naman siya yung
Yeah.
sa
Yeah,
TTV. Right, okay.
Hindi pa. I
So,
think that's later
that's gonna
on
be
pa. I think
Friday, maybe. I
quarterfinals.
think.
after
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be
quarterfinals,
Friday.
starting quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so yeah, anything else we want to touch on, or we're all good to go now?
I think
Well,
I'm.
I
I think
think
I'm good.
obviously
Oh,
we
go
have
ahead.
the games to watch, but I just wanted to talk like quickly. Reyes Cup, Biado needs to earn a certain amount of points here, right? Obviously, how far does he have to make
He
it
needs to win
so
the
that
whole
he,
thing. He needs
he
Yeah,
to
needs
win
to
the
win
whole
the
go
thing.
whole
all the
thing?
way, yeah, all the
Okay,
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
wow, because they're gonna confirm the third slot after this. So we don't have
Yeah.
Biado winning it. We have Johan. We have Michael Mokong Boanen, but we don't have Biado. But he needs it, right? Okay.
He
Mm.
does
Wow,
need it.
he does need it. So Maro, maybe
Just
you should pick Biado.
Uh no, I'll still pick Chua
Okay.
so that people will stop calling him Mr. Almost,
oh,
because
Yeah.
I don't
first
like
taking it personal.
how Filipinos. No, yeah, no, it's just like, why are Filipinos so toxic? You know, ginagawa na nga yun nung tao yung best
Yeah,
niya, di ba? That's
Yeah.
yeah,
napaka nega ng ibang tao. Parang
yeah.
paano ka
And
makaka-help sa isang tao kung magiging very nega ka, di ba?
actually, yeah, it does affect the
Negative.
players. Huh? It affects them when they read the comments.
Oh yeah,
You
especially
know,
Michael Feliciano.
yeah, Feliciano. I mean, right now he's supposed to be working on his game, and
He
I'm
reads
just gonna
comments.
do a
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm just gonna do a public
Yeah, go
service
ahead. Sorry.
announcement for him that whoever's impersonating
Mhm.
him on YouTube chat, like just stop it because he's having to make a post and be worried about somebody ruining his name, diba, and
Yeah,
his
yeah.
reputation when
Yeah,
he should be
exactly.
focusing on the tournament, right? So
Mm.
And I bet it's a Filipino. Parang
yeah, syempre nagtatagalog yung nagko-comment eh. So it is,
oh,
right?
Mm.
yung pinihila pababa kapwa mo Pilipino, 'di ba? Parang ano ba?
Even though I think they want him to win, for some reason the comments are the opposite. It's negative. So, 'di ba
Yeah, nakakadismaya.
nakaka-demoralize.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
yeah.
some of the fans don't realize the medyo below the belt na yung yung mga ginagawa ng ibang yung mga
Yeah, and
comments ng ibang fans.
their words carry weight, especially if the player or our pro players read it, 'di ba? Bricks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kasi I think yun nga kasi our pro players read the comments. I think
Mhm.
we can say to them na wag na lang magbasa ng comments, but it's hard to stay away from social media. You know.
Yeah.
So
Totoo.
you'll have to sometimes kahit ayaw mo magbasa ng comments, you can't really avoid those comments. So you parang so I guess for fans, I think I'm not sure kung may makikinig ba sa atin, we're going to listen to us saying na medyo i-tone down naman yung kasi tingnan niyo na lang
Negativity.
si Anton eh. I think Anton probably my theory with Anton is parang nade-demoralize na rin siya
Mm.
Yeah, he was put
for
on the spotlight, 'di ba? He was put on the
yeah,
spotlight. Na palaging tinatawag siya, oh, nadadaga, 'di ba? So,
yeah.
parang instead of encouraging him and saying, "Wow, for you made it to the finals. That's such an accomplishment on your first big major, 'di ba, with Matchroom."
Mhm.
Parang opposite finocus yung negative. So, sayang.
Yeah, whether Anton admits that or not, or maybe he has another different set of problems we don't know. Pero I think when also in the live stream ni X44 he says he explained kung yung side nila na we're going out here, we're traveling. The fans have no idea. The ones
Yung
that are
pagod.
bashing them online have no idea how difficult it is to travel and
Yeah.
just to lose a tournament, how difficult it is or how painful it is for them to lose a tournament. So I guess you just have to when you comment sana naman sa mga may makinig na when you comment you have to think about it na is this something I can say to this person face to face? If
Yeah.
Exactly.
not, then just don't say it. No.
Yeah.
So if yeah, that's the only thing I can say. I think. Kasi I also have, being, a page, an admin of a page, you read these comments na minsan nga na nagiging numb ka na lang or parang desensitized ka na lang siguro dun sa mga toxic na comments. You try your best not to just to ignore them. But there's a lot of comments talaga na talaga kahit anong gawin mo. Like I said a couple of days ago, I just want to log off Facebook
Yeah.
for forever pagka yung mga ibang comments na nababasa ko. So yeah, it's not an easy to read this toxic comments. So I hope
Yeah.
hopefully that kind of culture changes pagdating sa billiards. But if not, yeah, it's part of the internet. No, everybody is free to speak out their mind. No?
Right.
But
Agree.
hopefully not below the belt or
Yeah.
wala na sa ayos, di ba?
Mm.
But yeah. On a positive note, siyam pa rin yung Pilipino sa 64.
One of the highest in terms of, we're six. I read somewhere like 64% or 9 out of the 13 that joined, right? So
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive. I mean, you're not even counting Capito Pagulayan here,
Mhm.
that made it through. And so I'm really excited to see how many make it to the last 16 after today. Because sometimes our weakness is, our strength is we can make it to the last 64 and then something happens and then last 16, one or two na lang natitira. So hopefully a lot more can make it.
But as I've already said it over and over again to our readers, napakalalim ng competition ngayon kumpara
yeah.
before. So that's why it's really hard to make it through even the top 16.
Yeah.
So hindi dapat parang how is it? We can't blame our pros, our Filipino pros, to not make it all the way to the finals or not win it, because it's very tough. Even qualifying for the last 64 is very tough. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
These are the best of the best. So every match you're up against a world class player, a former champion, a former major winner. These are not your typical players, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we get it parang yung iba kasi parang minamalit na yung quarterfinals, semifinals. It's very hard to get into this deep rounds. No? So yeah.
Tama. Yung kalaban nila, either number 1 sa bansa nila or
Exactly.
top 30 in the world, right? So you're going number 1 ng Vietnam, number 1 ng Austria, number 1 ng
Number 1
Netherlands.
ng Portugal. Yao Grillo
Exactly.
is the number 1 from Portugal,
Yeah.
who was up against Bernie. So
Yeah. So there's nothing to be ashamed of course. And of course people, I think to some extent, are just obviously the bar is set high. They're very optimistic and they get a little disappointed. We can't, as fans, syempre, that's part of it. But still, this is the world stage. This is like the Olympics of billiards, the highest level of the sport. Kaya it'd be great to just cheer him on, and even at last 64 is already a big accomplishment, really a big. If you look at the names that didn't make it to the last 64, there's a bunch there that's very surprising, diba? So
Bernie's up 3-0 from Edgardo.
there you go.
Yay!
Who didn't pick Bernie ba? Did we pick Bernie? We picked Bernie,
I picked
right?
Bernie. Bricks did
Okay.
not.
Don't jinx Bernie. Maaga pa. Baka mamaya mo jinx.
Shout out pala kay kay Edgardo. Isa to sa mga loyal follower
Loyal
ng natin
commenters.
page. He always updates on
Yeah.
his comments. He's like he's even like one of the admins now without being an admin.
I
Actually,
see him
Thanks Edgardo.
Yeah. Kahit sa mga stream ng mga billiards, he's always commenting. So
Yeah.
24/7 din yun si
si
Sir Angko.
Edgardo.
Parang may manager ba to? May page manager ba to si Edgardo? Personal page manager din.
Actually, naman, in fairness to most of the fans commenting naman sa page is very positive, no? So there's just very few of the negative commenters. So it just happens na minsan mas malakas kasi yung negative pagka tumatama sa'yo. So but
and the
most
good
of the
thing
comments are positive. Yeah.
and the good thing also, Bricks, is like most of the fans now are realizing that we should not be talking what do you call this? How is it? Stupid things about our players. And when someone attacks our players personally, they gang up on that person.
Oh
Even
yeah.
if that person is not a real like it's not a real account, still you can see
Mm.
the support from the
Mm.
Filipinos.
Actually, not just the Filipinos. I've
Oh
seen
yeah,
foreigners step in and say that's that's crap what you're saying, diba?
yeah,
So
Mm.
exactly. Anyway,
Yeah. So yeah, I think what do you want to do, guys? Next, do you want to revisit our
I mean, I'm
our
available
picks?
tomorrow. I
Yeah.
can do no, I can still do the same time. No, maybe 8:30.
I think Bricks, if we get more correct, we should revisit. If not, we should just move on.
Just pretend that we didn't do this one.
Yeah.
Just pretend it didn't happen. Yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow. So I think
If we
there's
can,
a lot of good, great matches no today. So it's very
yeah,
sana mas maraming TV table for our players after this
exactly.
the two rounds tonight. No, so,
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah. So
See now it's 3-1 Bernie, guys.
that's
We're
what I'm
jinxing
telling you
him.
guys. Don't jinx him.
Ah,
Uh, Sabi ni Edgardo, make it live about 8 p.m. tomorrow. So guys, 8 p.m. ha.
Okay.
Agahan nyo guys
Yes,
tomorrow.
sir.
we'll try.
Thanks, everyone.
Nice listening to you guys. Thank you very much, Aris. Thank you to
Thanks,
those
Aris.
everyone who's commenting. Salamat.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. No, I think we'll just end it here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, thank you, Marl Vaughn. Thank you for being generous with your
As
time.
always.
Yeah,
Thank you,
and
Brick.
of course, enjoy every time I've enjoyed talking to you guys about pool. So looking forward to the next episode, guys. So thank you very much. Thank you to all to everyone who listened and watched the stream. Thank you very much.
Alrighty.
Enjoy the matches, guys.
Yeah, enjoy,
Bye
enjoy.
for now.
Enjoy. Bye
Okay,
bye. Thank
bye.
you.